Good afternoon, everyone. Happy New Year. Happy 2022. Now, I know that you are off to a great beginning of the year because you joined us. And if you joined us, then the other thing that I know is you are ready to stop dreaming about a vacation home and you're ready to have this year, 2022, the year that you make that dream a reality. So congratulations on that. That's a big, big step. And welcome to the first episode in 2022 of Let's Explore. Thanks for joining us as we look at real estate markets all over the world. So if the appeal of a getaway place has been on your radar, we can help you. Doesn't matter if it's city life, or rural retreat, or my favorite, setting it up on a seaside respite. If any of that stirs your soul, we are here to educate you on all the many real estate possibilities outside of your own city. And almost everybody has that dream. I mean, let's be real. We all want that second home, and we're going to show you that it is indeed possible. So I was doing some research to get ready for you all, and I found an interesting statistic. It's from the National Association of Realtors, and they did this analysis of vacation home sales. So over the last year, they were up 57%. It's the highest increase that they have ever had, that they've had since they've been taking numbers. So that's significant. It means exactly, it backs up what I'm saying, that people can do this. It's not just the uber wealthy who are buying. The number of second home purchases has reached over 10 million in the US, and it's from all varied socioeconomic backgrounds. So second home purchasers are making it happen. They're finding what they want. They're finding it to be affordable and achievable. And for many of us, the pandemic has created kind of a lifestyle change that we think is here to stay as we learn to live and to work from just about anywhere we choose. So let's get started for today. If you are watching us from a cold climate, and if you're in the Northeast, I'm sorry, you might be a little envious today, because today we are going to be donning our bathing suits. Well, not for real, but in our minds. We're going to grab our flip-flops and we're heading to the Caribbean, where we can hike to the top of Hooiberg, I hope I'm saying it right, for a 360-degree view, or we can swim and snorkel in one of the beautiful natural ponds surrounded by volcanic rock. I mean, just exquisite. And when you're sufficiently exhausted, we're going to refuel you with some of the island favorites of Stova, Kishiena, I think is how we pronounce it. It's cheesy and it's awesome. So when you go, absolutely get that, trust me. And of course, last but not least, Balashi beer. And I am a fan of all three of this. So with a worldwide happiness index at a high of 78%, with alabaster coastlines and clear turquoise water, welcome to Aruba. Now, Aruba hosts over 90 nationalities. I mean, that's like a true melting pot of happiness. From Palm Island to Eagle Beach, there is overwhelming natural beauty. They even have a beach named Baby. Now, I didn't visit that one, but I mean, who wouldn't love that? So Aruba is much, much, much more than beaches, though. The culture is electrifying. The music is very spirited. There's dance. There's a vibrant art scene. And our guests today are a testament to the wonderful, wonderful things about Aruba. So let us welcome Jennifer and Charlotte. Thank you. Welcome to Explore.
Thank you.
We're so glad that you could join us. In a few minutes, I'm going to have you all introduce yourselves, give us a little description of your background and so forth. And for those people who may be new, I'm going to give you a little overview of what we're going to do here in this next 45 minutes to an hour. We're going to have some Q&A with our wonderful guests here, and we're going to kind of discuss the real issues on, that you might need to consider before you buy in Aruba, from pricing to the possibility of financing. The costs may be related to own, or if you could monetize that purchase when you're not using it. And everybody's very interested in being smart with your money. Really just a basic overall perspective on the logistics. And then in the end, we're going to look at 6 beautiful properties. So we're going to move along in our Q&A and get to those properties. I know that's always a fan favorite. So audience, be prepared also at the very end to take note, because we're going to share the contact information for our guests. I want you to save that info. You might not even know you're buying something in Aruba today. You might not even know, if you're a realtor joining us, that you're going to have a client who wants to buy in Aruba. So save this information so that you know to reach out to Jennifer and Charlotte when that time is right, because they are the go-to experts for everything Aruba. So, Jennifer and Charlotte, thank you again for being here. We want to know about you. Tell us about yourself. Jennifer, why don't you go first?
Yes, Janet, thank you very much. Thank you for the invitation. Well, my name is Jennifer Figeroa. I was born in the Dominican Republic, raised in Aruba. I'm a mother of 2 and married. And yeah, I'm in the business of real estate. Before that, I was in the banking industry, so I have a banking background. And I'm just happy to be here, and hope that this interview can be of more information for the viewers.
Thank you. I'm sure it will be. And Charlotte?
Hi, I'm Charlotte. Last year, I became the team leader of Keller Williams. I'm born in Holland, and I live here for 7 years now. Before this job, I was working at the notary. So all our deeds are passed by the notary. So I know the whole procedure about the notary and about the taxes over here. And that's why I inform and I train the agents to get the process and the best service for the clients that want to buy over here. And it's going pretty well. The agents are doing good. Jennifer Figeroa is our top agent. She just got a double gold award. We just got the award show for her amazing services in our team to our clients. And yeah, her work is excellent.
Well,
thank you.
That sounds like we're in great hands between the two of you. And you know, the other thing that I love is that you can understand what it's like coming to the island. You know, all the challenges, the excitement, the decisions that need to be made, because you could be lots of different places, but you're choosing Aruba. So we're going to get to that in just a minute. I'd love to know a little bit, Charlotte, if you would like to start. Who are your buyers? I understand, I couldn't really find stats on that. I understand from a tourist perspective that most of them, 73%, are from North America, followed by Latin America and Europe, but that might not necessarily be your buyers. So educate us on that, Charlotte.
Yes, we have a really big buyers group from Europe, from Canada, from America, also from Venezuela. So our market is pretty big. You see that there are more people coming from Europe, but it's really interested for American people to invest over here, because the difference with Curacao, the island next to us, and Aruba, is that we have our island is focused on American tourists. So what is happening at the moment is that a lot of people are buying here and are renting out their place. So we have a good ROI, and that's why it's really attractive to buy something over here. We have a beautiful side of the island that people really want to buy, and the other side of the island, yeah, I will say explore it, because it's also really beautiful. And yeah, our customs, our buyers are all over the world, but most of the times it's American. We love Americans.
That's true.
And that's our main audience is North America and Canada. So this is a perfect match. So Jennifer, a lot of people that are viewing, some are agents, but a lot of them are just interested, or they want to buy something. perhaps they've been to Aruba. It's a great vacation spot for them. But they're also, as buyers, they're looking at utilizing their investments. Why have all the money in a fund, and why not have it where you can use it and it's still growing and you're still able to make money off of it. And I think with the remote kind of work policies that are in place for a lot of companies, when people buy, they're still able to stay longer in their vacation properties, use them more like primary homes rather than just, visiting them every once in a while and then renting them out the rest of the year. So you're seeing that as well, Jennifer?
Well, actually, that's one of the most reason why people are buying on the island. And it's just because of the investment, because you as an owner, for example, you have a property on the island, you can stay on the island for 6 months easily.
Oh, okay.
And then the other 6 months, you can rent it out easily as well through Airbnb. So it is very, what do you call that? That's the main reason actually. They buy in to invest and to put their investment to work for them in this case. And we have a lot of Airbnb here on the island because again, that's the reason why they buy, to get some ROI on their investment.
Sure.
And it's also so with the COVID at the moment, people don't want to be at the big hotels. So you see a really big movement from the hotels to the condos or to family houses, residentials. You see like a whole different, you see like a change in it because people feel safer in it.
Yeah, that's true.
And we have a lot of good restaurants because we have some all-inclusive hotels. But in the last years, the restaurants, the quality restaurants, yeah, it's rising up in Aruba. So yeah, if people have to balance it out, they go more to Airbnb and the good restaurants than the hotels. So yeah, it's a benefit for the buyers.
Definitely. So Jennifer, you had touched on something about if you own property, you can stay for 6 months.
That's
Is
true.
there any other, anything unique to Aruba that we should know, like any kind of special residency programs, or is there something special for people over 55? Some countries have these kind of attractors to get kind of pre-retirees to go ahead and purchase. Is there anything like that you want to share with us?
Well, actually, the process is if you want to stay more than 6 months on the island, you have to apply then for a residency. So you can stay a year, and and again you can renew it for another year. So the process is actually very very simple to apply for residency, and yeah, I mean, if you have your permit, you can stay more and enjoy this on the island of Aruba. But the thing is, if you're not up to stay a year or apply for a residency, as soon as you have your property on the island, you can stay 6 months. And the winter season, because that's also one of the reasons why they buy, to be here in Aruba, enjoying the sun, the beach, and and leave all the other family back home in the freezer.
Oh, seriously, the Northeast is like getting hammered right now. They're negative temperatures. So I bet there's a few people online right now booking a flight. I know I would be. So it's good. It's good to know that they can come and visit you. So let's talk a little bit about holding the property. Let's say I buy a property there, I use it for 6 months or less, whatever, and then the rest of the time I want to rent it out. I'm assuming there's, of course, some cost to do that, for agents to handle that transaction. But what about things like taxes or property management fees? I mean, is it what you would normally find, or anything excessive that we might need to share with the audience?
Do you want me to answer, or yeah, Jennifer, go.
Yes. Well, indeed, if you have a house on the island, it is important to to have someone to take care of the house for you when you're not here. So we have Aruba has a lot of property management company, and also our Keller Williams, for example, has partnered up also with a property management company. The fee attached to this is 20% of the daily rate, and they do basically everything for you. The check-in, the check-out. They are 24 hours there for the guests. Yeah, they maintain the house for you.
Like a caretaker.
Yeah, like a caretaker.
Okay.
Correct. Yes. Yes.
Excellent. And what about as a non-Arubian? Is there any difference in tax structure, or is it similar if you're living there full time?
Well, in Charlotte?
Yeah, it is. The tax is a little bit higher, but it's 0.6% over the value from the house.
Yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
it is not so high. For most of our clients, we hear that it is pretty good over here. That, yeah, maybe it's like if you have a house from $600,000, you maybe pay like $2,000 every year. So that's for property land. So
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot less.
Yeah,
than we're
that's
used
what
to.
that's what the company, the property management company, they all arrange that. So you have an account over here, the money comes in from the rental, and we pay from that money. A part of the money we pay we pay all those things. We pay the water, the electricity, everything, the telephone, the internet. So it's a whole, yeah, it's a whole procedure.
And what about financing? Is that available, or do most of your buyers come in and purchase with cash?
Well, actually, it's both. You can of course apply for a mortgage here on the island, but you know, most of the buyers, what they do it back home, and that's because of their interest rate. For example, here in Aruba, you will pay like 6 to 7% on interest rate, while back home you pay, if I'm not mistaken, 2-3%. You know, you do a home equity loan, and then with that money you come and buy in Aruba. But we have both cash buyers and also clients to still decide to do a mortgage here on the island.
It is so that you have to pay 40% down and 60% is financed.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Well, reasonable. I think that's what you find mostly in a lot of the foreign destination markets. So that seems reasonable. Now, I read that Aruba is ranked as the best place to invest in the Caribbean, that it's really an emerging market with still relatively lower home prices, but a very high propensity for property value appreciation. So buying now, you're kind of on the upswing, and not already paying top dollar. Would you agree with that? Tell us a little bit about that, Charlotte.
Yeah, you see that people invest over here, and you see that the prices are just rising. It is so attractive for people to buy now. Like you see people in Holland, the prices are so high at the moment in Holland that they're moving their money. So they're like, okay, if I cannot buy something in Holland, or I cannot buy something in Florida because the prices are so high, I'm gonna bring my investment to Aruba. And yeah, the same that happens in Holland and the same that happens in Florida or in the States, it's that the prices are rising. And that is what's happening over here now. So this is the perfect time to buy, because the prices are going up, but they're not on the top level yet.
Yeah, that's correct.
So I know Global Property Guide ranked Aruba with their highest rating in terms of appreciation and just the solidity of the market, that it's a strong market. It's not subject to a lot of ups and downs. I think you have a very stable and safe economy. So that's an attractor. Are you seeing a lot of families coming to Aruba? And do people uproot the entire family income, or is it more a second home destination?
Well, if I must say, after this COVID situation, a lot has changed in the economy, not only Aruba, but worldwide. So right now, what I'm seeing in Charlotte, you can fill in, is both actually. I see families with two children just coming to live on the island. I have let me see. Last year I helped about let me see, 5 to 6 families who are coming to reside here on Aruba.
Also, the positive thing is that we have a marine base here on the island, a Dutch marine base, and the families from Holland, they come here and they always want to rent a place for like 3 years. So we really have like a combination of people that want to come and live here, and it is a good income. It's a good stable income if you have a house and they have like a budget of $2,000 for 3 years. You have a big part of your investment back already. Some people stay 3 years, some people stay 5 years, and they work for the government. So you always have like a backup that they pay well. And vacation rental. It's a combination of everything and we get like a lot of requests for rentals, long-term and short-term. I think our best rentals, Aruba, got started with like 10 houses, and they're
at 50 now, I think.
Sorry?
I think they're at 50 now, 50 houses now?
Yeah, they're around 50 houses at the moment. So, and that is in like 1.5 years.
Wow, that's good growth. And for some of our viewers that maybe keep hearing us talking about the Netherlands and Dutch, it's because the history, it wasn't Aruba, and I think Curacao and kind of the islands in that area were they colonized by the Netherlands originally, or were managed for many, many years?
Yeah, they were managed, and I think yesterday we celebrated the independency of Aruba. That was from, if I'm correct, Jennifer, please correct me if I'm wrong. It was from 1986.
86, yes.
Oh yeah, wow, so not too long ago.
And like the law and everything is still in Dutch. So that's why it was for me easy to work at the notary, because everything is in Dutch. So our laws and everything is in Dutch. But because of the American people over here that come for vacation, and we're really focused on Americans, our language is Papiamento, Dutch, and English, and a lot of Spanish too. And it is really easy because you can also pay with your dollar over here. So you don't have to change any money if you come. No, you just pay with the dollar over here.
That is actually, that was going to be my next question, because that's very helpful. And when you're not dealing with exchange rates and kind of the difference of those where you might lose some buying power. What is the population of year-rounders? Do you know?
You mean the population? Well, we are right now about 110,000 people living on the island.
And does that rise up to a peak, like during your high season? What would it go up 20%, double? Do you have any idea approximately?
Sorry, can you repeat the question again?
Well, when it's high season, whenever that is for you, that the population there, how much higher does it go? Is it a double? Is it another 40, 50,000 people that come during high season? Or do you, any idea? Like, I'm trying to get a sense for how it changes for the tourist season versus for year-round island dwellers.
That's a very good question, Janet. Yes. Well, if I'm not mistaken, the Aruba Tourism Authority post information about it. I think in December we are about 20,000 people coming in from tourists, So it's very, again, the high season here in Aruba is top months, to be honest with you, and it is mostly, again, is because of the season, the climate here on the island. So about, if I'm not mistaken, about 20,000 in December, because our high season is start in mid-November till mid-March, more or less. So in that period, we got about 20,000 plus and people coming in.
Oh, and that's not bad, an additional 20,000. Sometimes when I have these conversations, we discover that the population of, particularly if it's an island, because you're confined to a certain geographic area, that sometimes the population really explodes during high season. Sometimes it can go up 50-60%, and it kind of makes for the year-rounders not the best experience, because traffic or getting into restaurants or shopping, it just gets very, very crowded. So I think what your experience is actually pleasant. I mean, it's enough to stimulate the economy. I know tourism is one of your big contributors to your economy, but not too much where a year-rounder, or perhaps somebody who's watching that is thinking about retiring there, would not want to be there during that time. It's still a manageable number, and it sounds like good timing from a purchase perspective. So I want to move into properties here in just a second. So we'll go over, we'll share our screen here so we can all see what you're talking about, and we'll look at these properties and just kind of share with us what makes them special, and if these particular properties we're looking at, if there's any possible way that they can be rented out, and if you're aware, again, I don't want to put you on the spot, but if you're aware of what it would lease out for, it might be helpful for you to share that. Okay, let me just get this going here. Look at y'all's lovely faces, and let's get to the first property. Oh, I can't even begin to try to pronounce that, so I'll let you do that, Jennifer.
All right, well, this property is located in San Nicolas, the Sunrise City, where the sun comes up. That's why it's Sunrise City. Well, San Nicolas is actually in the southeastern end of the island, and this unique Spanish style residence is it has as you can see, it's a really big property, about 1,357. That's 14,000 square feet land, with 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. The house is complete. It's like on the ground floor you have the house. That's 3 bedrooms and 1 bath. Then on the other side you have ground floor, like a studio with its own bathroom, and up you have another studio with ensuite bath. From there you will see like a 365 degree view of the ocean.
Oh wow.
Yes, it's very what do you call that? This property is very special because it is actually also close to the baby beach that you mentioned, and it's about 8 minutes away. Actually, everything is close here in Aruba, it's like on a hill. So and the location is also it's the residential location. So this property has a lot of potential, because you can even convert it into a mini boutique hotel,
So large.
Yeah,
It's
because
quite large.
It's very big, and the owners, it was built in 1978, so it has its history as well, and it's in very good shape, and again, the location, it is on a like kind of a hill, so it's a very nice very nice property.
Can I ask you, like, when we see the square footage, is that under roof? Like this 14,000, is that all enclosed square footage, or in your market, do you include like patios in that sizing?
But actually, the 40,607 square feet, that's pure land. The
Oh,
house, yes,
okay.
yes. The house itself, if I'm not mistaken, is about, I don't have the info with me now, but it's about 4,000 square feet, more or less.
Oh, okay, that makes better sense to me. So it's like, wow, that is the huge house. But well, land there, I would assume is, I mean, not plentiful. You have a very defined small space. So anything that you can buy that has some land, I would think would be very valuable. But this is a good price with ocean views.
Yes, it is. It is. And again, it has great potential. You mean you just
Wow.
have to have the vision to convert it into your mini escape, and not only for you,
Yeah.
but also for your family, because of the how big the house is. And either everyone has his own private, you know, when you're with a family of 10, there comes a time that you want your privacy. So this house definitely gives you that privacy that you were maybe looking for.
I think so many people are traveling multi-generationally now too, kids and parents, grandparents, and this certainly would allow everyone to have their own place. So what do we have next? Oh, Noord. Okay, I know this area.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the
you
favorite
You
area.
say it the right way. I say it the wrong way.
No, but you said it correct. It's Noord.
Oh,
Yes.
is it?
Yes, Noord is the high rise area, the area where the hotels are, the restaurants and everything. So this is actually a very brand new condominium. It is still under construction. They're planning to finish with it in July this year. This condominium, everything is quality materials, quality, very well equipped, and furnished, and it comes furnished as well. High quality of kitchen. It is close to our to everything, to the top restaurants, close to our most well-renowned 18 golf course, whole golf course. So you're very close to everything. It's like, let me see, if you like to walk, you can walk to the closest beach, and that's the Palm Beach, in 10 minutes. And driving is about 3 minutes. And for example, this one is in total they have 63 units, spacious bedrooms, large windows, a lot of light coming in, and you can, for example, this property, you can easily rent it out when you are not on the island. It's a,
So I'm seeing in this one visual, it looks like a view of the ocean. So you can get an ocean view, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths for 275,000 US. Now, would that include furniture?
It includes furniture, but the $270,000, that's most probably not the ocean view. The ocean view, we are talking about, yes, the ocean view, we are talking about 400,000 plus price.
But still, that's a reasonable number for a few-minute walk to the beach.
Yes, yes, yes.
Beautiful. Do you have a lot of new construction? Not just in condos, but even in single-family homes. Is that normal?
There is a lot of movement, Janet, here in construction. So again, last year was a very good year, and I see this year is going to be a very good year as well for everyone here. And a lot of residential being built, people buying residential properties and updating them in regards to condominiums. If I'm not mistaken, there is another one on Eagle Beach that's under construction as well. So there is a lot of movement in the construction environment as well.
That's wonderful, because a lot of Americans can be a little difficult about wanting new. I mean, I kind of like a mix of a little bit of older charm, but I think for most Americans, they're driven to newer construction. Okay, what is our third property that you're going to share with us today?
That's a Palmaru. No, that's Coral Shell. That's Coral Shell. Coral Shell is situated in Oranienstad. That's the how you call that? The city of Aruba. And this one is beachfront. It's a beachfront property of condominium. Starting price, as you can see, is $200,000. The HOA on this one is the homeowners association fee on this one is of $200 for a 1 bedroom. For a 2 bedroom is $400, so it's $200 per room. This one is also comes fully furnished. It has everything you want actually in a condo. And again, very, very high quality material used on this condominium.
So when you classify something as beachfront, does that mean that this property has a private beach, or are all beaches in Aruba public?
Or all beaches in Aruba are public. You know, you can if you're at the Marriott, for example, and you want to use that beach, you can just go with your beach chair and sit with your balashi and enjoy the beach as well.
I believe in public beaches, so I love that. And that is right on the water, so that's very attractive. Okay, what is our fourth property? Ooh, another condo, beautiful. These views are incredible.
Yes, that's definitely, if you know, the view is just amazing, because who doesn't want to wake up every morning and see the beautiful ocean day in, day out? So this penthouse is just amazing. I mean, it's walking distance to Eagle Beach, and Eagle Beach is one of the, I think we are in the top 10 best beaches in the world. So you are like 2 minutes walk to the Eagle Beach. This one as well comes fully furnished, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathroom. The square footage of this property, it says here 2,153 square feet. This one has an HOA of the homeowners association fee of $1,082. So what does include the HOA? Include the maintenance of the whole area outside your unit. That's what the HOA includes. And yeah, you can easily rent this out as well through Airbnb.
What would something like this maybe rent for on average?
Well, on average, yeah, this is a penthouse, 3 bedrooms, 3 bathroom. I would say low season about $400 a night, and high season $600 to $700 a night, which is, you know,
Yeah, that's good
a
income.
significant, yeah, it's a significant income, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. That's a great number, and a lot of good space.
Yeah, it's a very spacious as well. And yeah, the highlights of this one is that you have two pools. You have 24-hour security, lounge chairs, umbrella. I mean, the complex is is more like a hotel resort amenities like. So yes.
Okay, wonderful. I would take that in a heartbeat. What is next?
Oh, this one is Gold Coast. That's also on the north side of the island, also very close of the high-rise hotel. It's a residential villa. It's located in a community, in a gated community, with only minutes away from the beach and high-rise hotels, walking distance to our well-renowned, again, 18-hole golf course. It's called Villa dai Mari. It's 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathroom, about 2,000 square feet of construction. And the property its property length is about 5,000 square feet. Again, built with very good material, very good quality material. On the backyard, you see it's just beautiful with a very, 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 very big pool where you can enjoy and relax and with some margaritas if you want to, if you're up to. The community is also like a resort style. It offers 3 community pool, a gym, a tennis court, and with living aside also 24-hour security, outside gardeners. So it's a very, very well kept community area.
Do you have more of a draw? And I think that was our last one. So thank you for sharing all of that. You know, well, first thing is I like that there was an assortment because you had 2 bedrooms, you had 5 bedrooms, you had single family homes, you had kind of more of an older charm and brand new construction. And I think that just shows, you know, the viewing audience that, you know, perhaps there is something for everyone. You just got to get to Aruba and look around and,
Yes.
and see what all is out there. But do you find that people are more drawn to one or the other kind of property type, a single family or a condo?
Well, it's yeah, again, it depends. It depends. I mean, if you buy a condo, you know that you don't have to worry about the maintenance of the property outside. If you buy a house, you know that every year you will maybe have to paint the whole house, maybe.
Right.
You know, so it's all depends on what the people is, what they like, you know. And I mean, if you're in a condo, you know that you are with more people. If you are in a residential house, you are you and your family. So it's
Right.
it's
Right.
like a balance between them.
Yeah.
But
Well,
right now, I have to tell you, Janet, there, you know, it's both. At this moment, people just want to be in Aruba. I mean, Aruba is, again, I mean, it's not because I'm living here, but the island gives you a sense of peace. You know, if you want to recharge your energy, just come here, and for sure you will go back home and fully recharged.
you don't have to tell me twice. It all sounds good to me. Now, Aruba's nickname is One Happy Island, and I think that you all have shared that it definitely lives up to it, and provides really a quality of life for everyone that kind of lives there. So, unfortunately, our time is running out. But I wanted to get your information. It's up there for everyone to take a screenshot, jot it down. Make sure that you save this info for Jennifer and for Charlotte, so that when you're there and book your tickets, get over there, that you can look them up and learn a little bit more, go see some properties, and maybe start making this dream come to life for you. Why not? Why not do it now? Don't wait. So thank you, Jennifer and Charlotte. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. And I appreciate your time. And so for the audience, if you're watching this, make sure to tag your friends and your clients. If you're an agent, tag your clients on this so that they can come back and find it and view it later. And be sure to connect with Spinelli Residential Group on Facebook, because you'll find out about future episodes. And also, if you look at our YouTube, you'll be able to see all the past episodes. I kind of lost count, but we've been to lots of places, lots of beautiful places, and we'll continue to do that. I think next month, are we in Portugal next month? Portugal. Ugh. You know, the problem is every time I do this, I fall in love, and unfortunately, I can't live everywhere. So, it's a bummer, but I wish I could. But that's where we'll be next month. So make sure you latch onto us somehow so that you can hear about what's coming up and go back and look at episodes. I mean, we've been sharing a lot in educating our viewers by featuring Keller Williams real estate experts and their property offerings from over 850 U.S. offices in our 51 global regions and growing. They're probably at 52 by the time we finish with this, because they're just expanding to places even like Mongolia, believe it or not. So if you guys are watching and you dream of this, wherever it is, we want it to be Aruba, but if it's not, it's someplace else, connect with your local Keller Williams agents or even one of us, and we'll be able to connect you with the right person who's going to be able to help you. And really, people, life is short. So get out there and grab it. Thank you again so much, Jennifer and
Janet,
Charlotte, for what you've shared today. It was such
Thank
a
you.
pleasure. Such a thank you. Such a pleasure
Thank
to
you
get to
so
know
thank you so much, Janet. And you know, I actually did an introduction video of Aruba. So I will be sending you the last
Thank
year. So
you.
I will send it to you so you can share it with all with all the people there. Yeah.
We will. We value any information that you can share with us. So as the Arubians say, poco poco, right?
Yes.
That means take it easy. Uh, so until next time, poco poco from the beautiful city of Austin, Texas. This is Jeanette Spinelli with the Spinelli Residential Group, your Austin, Texas real estate consultant. Go make it a powerful day, everyone. Stay healthy, and above all else, be kind. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.